Francesco Bagnaia wrapped up the opening pre-season test for MotoGP 2026 at Valencia on Tuesday, the 18th of November 2025, with an expression Ducati had not seen from him for weeks. Genuine satisfaction. After enduring one of the most exhausting and mentally demanding seasons of his career, the Italian left the Ricardo Tormo Circuit with renewed optimism, convinced that Ducati had uncovered something significant within their early 2026 prototype. Just 2 days earlier, Bagnaia had closed a turbulent season at the very same venue, burdened by frustrations, unanswered technical questions, and a year-long struggle to rediscover his natural speed. Yet on Tuesday, during the first official outing of the new prototype, his tone was completely different. The contrast was so stark that several Ducati engineers were reportedly taken aback by the rider's sudden leap in confidence, a reaction that quickly became the main talking point inside the red garage. The only minor blemish in an otherwise positive day was a slow, harmless tip-off that went unseen by television cameras. It wasn't really a crash, Bagnaia clarified calmly. The bike just went down slowly in the runoff. The gravel was extremely deep and I couldn't hold it. Nothing serious. His relaxed explanation was telling. In recent months, even small issues had seemed to amplify his frustration. On this occasion, nothing unsettled him. Bagnaia ended the day 10th fastest with a 1:29, 731, only 0.358 s off Raul Fernandez's benchmark. Considering the conditions, the lap count and Bagnaia's tyre choice, medium rear, hard front, the performance was quietly impressive. "It was a very good day," he said afterwards. "I'm happy with everything, and the feeling was really strong. Much better than the weekend, much better than the last Grand Prix." For Bagnaia, the biggest victory was intangible, rediscovering that natural connection with the bike that had eluded him for much of 2025. "This is what I've been searching for, to feel this again, to finish the season with something positive. Now we need to understand why this feeling returned, but for now we've achieved it, and that's something to appreciate." He completed 50 laps, among the highest of the field, despite the track remaining wet until midday following overnight rain. Most riders stayed in the garage for the first 3 hours, but once the asphalt began to dry, Bagnaia immediately pushed the prototype with surprising confidence. "Right from the start, I could push. I was 0.6 faster than my best time from the weekend. That's incredible for me, to ride like this and push hard. With one final time attack, we could have been even closer, but to finish within 0.3 with that tyre combination is already very good." Bagnaia confirmed that he focused solely on the first iteration of the 2026 bike. Still an early-stage project, but already showing traits that suit his style. Ducati, meanwhile, kept its technical brief extremely quiet, with multiple engineers seen reviewing data with unusual intensity inside a garage described by insiders as very focused and very tense. Although Bagnaia has not yet held a full debrief with his technical team, he is confident answers are coming. "I understand they'll be able to tell me why the feeling was positive. They'll analyze everything." Looking ahead, Bagnaia did not yet reveal specifics about his winter training or technical preparation. However, his mindset appears transformed. "With the feeling I had today, I'll go into the winter very positively, knowing we have something good and that it will help me," he said with conviction. "It's too early to say whether confidence is fully restored, but I'm happy." Bagnaia's reaction in Valencia was far more than a simple post-test smile. It was a signal that Ducati's 2026 concept may be heading in a direction that reconnects their lead rider with the sensations he depends on. For much of 2025, Bagnaia battled a machine that demanded adaptation rather than rewarding instinct. Tuesday's test was the first clear indication that the tide may be turning. engineers observed unusually consistent corner entry stability from his prototype runs, suggesting Ducati may have altered the chassis or torque delivery to better suit his natural braking style. Equally noteworthy was Bagnaia's pace on a medium-hard tyre combination, a setup rarely used for time chasing. The fact that he ran within 0.3 seconds of the top time implies fundamental improvements in front-end thrust, an area he struggled with during the 2025 season. His reaction, described by team members as unexpectedly strong, reflects more than just a good test day. It marks the first time in months that Bagnaia walked out of the garage with unquestionable momentum. Ducati's new project, still in its early form, appears to be leaning in a direction that finally aligns with what Bagnaia needs to fight at the top again in 2026. And if this early prototype already gives him this much confidence, the rest of the grid has every reason to be concerned. The atmosphere inside the Ducati garage throughout the test was particularly intense. Several senior engineers were seen engaging in lengthy discussions, poring over telemetry with unusual precision. Although the team did not reveal specifics, the level of attention suggested that the Valencia outing served as a crucial checkpoint for the 2026 development cycle. The early prototype clearly sparked internal debate, especially after Bagnaia's unexpectedly positive reaction, something the technical department had been eager to provoke for months. There was also a noticeable shift in Bagnaia's body language. Observers in the pit lane remarked that he appeared more relaxed, moving around the garage with a calm confidence that had been absent for much of 2025. His animated conversations with crew chief Christian Gabarini hinted at renewed clarity in the direction of the bike. This revived synergy between rider and team could prove pivotal as MotoGP moves into an era of increasingly complex technological demands. The test also highlighted the importance of adaptability within the Ducati camp. With an evolving prototype still far from its final configuration, Bagnaia's ability to immediately extract performance will be seen as a positive signal for the remainder of the winter program. A rider's instant connection with a first-version machine often indicates strong baseline potential, something manufacturers value immensely when planning their upgrade trajectory. Meanwhile, rivals observed the situation with discreet curiosity. Several other teams, particularly those unveiling major concept changes for 2026, were expecting Ducati to begin the winter with uncertainties. Instead, Bagnaia's pace and attitude sent a message that the Italian manufacturer may be in a stronger position than expected, even before refining the prototype. Such early-season psychological shifts can subtly influence the tone of future on-track battles.